Today I will be doing a unboxing of the Peavey SP 118 18-inch subwoofer. This is a passive sub. I got this cab from Sweetwater. This is not a sponsored deal from them. This is my personal review of this, and I want to show a unboxing of this. All right, so here's the subwoofer in all of its glory. Do a little spin around, and as you can see, there's 2 1/4 inch and then 1 Speakon Connect, and then the other side the same way. Has 2 handles on it, of course, a 18-inch subwoofer. Really like the design of it. It looks modern with the SP logo on it. And when the first time I had these, I didn't know, but it comes with a pole mount for your speakers. And then what they also give you in the bag is the manual for it, and then a nice sticker. So the specifications that they show this subwoofer to be 2400 watts peak, which of course that's not really the case in my experience, because I use 2 other ones, and with my experience the power RMS is between 600 and 1200, meaning 1200 is more than likely the peak of it. And for the subwoofer, it shows for 98 dB SPL at, of course, at 1 meter. So it's probably not the loudest subwoofer, but of course, if you pair more, then it'll add 3 dB to it. And the tuning frequency is 43 hertz. And then what they recommend to use the high pass and low pass, they recommend to use the high pass filter at 40 hertz or higher at 24 dB octave, meaning you're going to start it right at 40 hertz. And then the crossover frequency, which is at the point between your tops and your lows go between, they recommend at 120. Now, from my experience, I didn't take the manual, granted. So when I first started using it, I did have the crossover at 120, but I didn't think about cutting off the lows. So when I would try to put more gain, let's say like on a kick, the speakers sound like they would pop. And at first I thought, oh, it's Peavey's manufacturer. Well, after the next few gigs, I went ahead and put the high pass filter at 40. Actually, I put it at 50 and it cleaned it right up. I was able to get more headroom, and also I brought the 120 hertz down to 100 and it tightened everything up. All right, so now this is going to be the testing portion of the video. What I have over here is a Behringer inuke 6000, and this is configured for 8 ohms, so I'm only able to send out 1 channel out and hook it up on here with the Speakon cable. Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to hear the low lows due to me recording on an iPhone, but you should be able to get an idea of what these are able to produce. All right, so I got it hooked up now. There it is, the Speakon, 8 ohms. And I have the Behringer inuke. And I have it connected onto channel B. And then I have the crossover at low pass. And then the mode for stereo. I have tried it on mono, but it only sends one side in, which I guess I haven't figured that out yet. The signal coming in, I have it coming from my Behringer XR 18. I do have a DBX rack, but since we're just testing the sub, I'm just coming out left for now. Then I have my iPad here, and I'm just going to be playing music. And since it's just a subwoofer, we should be good not to get copyright. Before I do that, let's go ahead and turn it on. Let this one warm up. I'm going to be playing music through it, and let's see what happens. And for anyone asking, I will be putting this around 2 o'clock on channel B. That's where I like to put it. All right, so now I'm going to be doing a test with the subwoofer. Now, this is recorded on an iPhone. This is an iPhone 12 Pro. So you're not going to be able to hear the low lows, probably just close to 100 hertz. Now, what you are probably going to hear is the building shake. That's around 60 to 55 hertz. That's where it's been boosted. But what you're going to see me do is I'm going to be trying to tighten up the low frequencies of it. And I'm probably going to do about probably 2 songs to test. So the first one's going to be Down in California. review and the test for the Peavey SP 118. Now, to me, of course, it sounds good live, but probably hearing this on the phone, it doesn't sound too good, but you can probably take my word for it. This is a pretty good bang for the buck because it's passive, and if you have a pretty good amplifier with it, you'll be fine. What I would recommend this for is for people that know how to run audio systems. If you're a band and you really don't know anything about sound, don't get these. Unlike the newer subs that come out, they have different EQ buttons that you press, and it'll automatically shave down the low end and put the crossover point for your tops. This one's different. You just plug right in and you gotta put in what you want. Now, the reason I like this one is because I can put the crossover frequency that I want and where I can cut off the lows. Like I said before, I thought this wasn't that good until I learned a little bit more about it, and you put time into learning of putting your high pass and then your low pass. This is a omni speaker, so that means it moves waves around the cab. Unlike the newer ones, it's a cardioid shape. Now, what I plan on doing with my 4 subs is making a cardioid setup, meaning having 2 face the crowd and then the other 2 facing the stage. What that allows me to do is to send more of the lows towards the audience. Yeah, this is the review of the Peavey SP 118 18-inch subwoofer, passive sub. I think it's a great sub, so